DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Music Charts Archive Show right here on DJNTV. My name is Dan Cheney, and today we're going to take a look back at the top 10 songs from the week of June 2nd, 1984. So let's jump right into it. At number 10 that week was a duet between an international superstar of the time and a country music legend, Julio Iglesias and Willie Nelson. Now, Julio Iglesias was basically a big star around the world, but not so much here in the U.S. He only had 2 charting songs on the top 40 in the U.S., and he needed help on both of them. One, the song with Willie Nelson, To All the Girls I've Loved Before, eventually peaked at number 5. And his other chart hit was a duet with Diana Ross, All of You, which peaked at number 19. At number 9 for the week was Irene Cara. Now, is it Irene Cara or Irene Cara? I'm not sure. Leave a note in the comments if you think you know the right one. But anyway, Irene Cara had 3 top 10 hits in her career. The first was the theme song from the movie Fame back in 1980. The second was the big, huge monster hit, the theme from the movie Flashdance from 1983. And her third top 10 hit, coming in at number 9 this week, was a song called Breakdance, capitalizing on the breakdance phenomenon that was all around the country back in that time. At number 8 for the week was Huey, Listen the News, and the third single from their monster album, Sports. Kind of a weird factoid with the songs from that album. 3 of those, there were 5 chart songs, but 3 of them peaked at number 6, kind of an odd number for having multiple songs peak at the same number. Let's see, I Want a New Drug peaked at number 6. Heart of Rock and Roll, which we said is now this week at number 8, it peaked at number 6. And the third one was If This Is It. All 3 of those songs ended up peaking at number 6, kind of a weird phenomenon. Coming in at number 7 for the week of June 2nd, 1984, was a movie song, Against All Odds by Phil Collins. It was written and sung by Collins, and it was nominated for an Academy Award that year for Best Song. And it didn't win, though. It lost out to, get this, I Just Called to Say I Love You by Stevie Wonder. That song was from a movie called The Woman in Red. Collins did, however, though, win a Grammy for Best Male Pop Vocal Performance for Against All Odds, one of my favorite ballads of all time. Coming in at number 6 was Sister Christian by Night Ranger. It was actually, I believe, their highest charting song, and it was written by their drummer, basically a kind of a letter to his little sister, kind of worried about her growing up too fast. So that's number 6 for the week, Sister Christian by Night Ranger.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Electra Voice, DJ Event Planner, DJ Trivia, Odyssey Innovative Designs and Cases, NLFX Professional, Promo Only, and the DJNTV Insiders.
Coming up at number 5 was future number 1 hit, The Reflex by Duran. You remember Flex, 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 Flex. It had a very obscure lyrics, and I don't know if anybody ever really found out exactly what the lyrics were meant. There were a bunch of theories floating around, and if you have any ideas as to what you think it was, there's several theories out there, but go ahead and leave comments if you think you know, but I don't know if it was ever really definitively decided what the lyrics for The Reflex were about. At number 4 for the week, Steve Perry's very first solo chart song after leaving a little hiatus from the group Journey, Oh Sherrie, ended up peaking at number 3. Again, his first top 10 hit as a solo artist for Steve Perry. At number 3, we have Lionel Richie and the ballad Hello. Not Adele's Hello, Lionel Richie's Hello, the original Hello. It was his third of 4 #1 solo songs, I believe. And this song is kind of remembered in my mind for that video when he was in love with a blind girl who was sculpting him out of clay. And the end result of that sculpture left a little bit to be desired in my mind. But that's what I remember for that song, is that old video. At number 2 for the week, we have Cyndi Lauper, and it was her second big hit, but her first song that would eventually be her first #1. And this was Time After Time. Of course, her first hit was Girls Just Want to Have Fun from the album She's So Unusual, but Time After Time, this week's number 2, would become her first #1 song. And coming in at number 1, we have a song from the monster soundtrack, Footloose. There were, I believe, 6 hit songs from that album. And this one, Let's Hear It for the Boy, was the second #1 song from the album by Deniece Williams. The first, obviously, was the theme song, Footloose by Kenny Loggins. But Let's Hear It for the Boy was actually Deniece Williams' second #1 song. She had a #1 song, a duet back in the late 70s with Johnny Mathis, Too Much, Too Little, Too Late. That's it. Those were the top 10 songs from the week of June 2nd, 1984. Let me know in the comments if some of these songs are still some of your favorites. A couple of my favorites from this list were Against All Odds, obviously, and The Reflex and Sister Christian. Those are some of my favorites from this list for this week. But you let me know in the comments which are some of your favorites. Make sure you give the show a thumbs up to like the show. And once again, this is Dan Cheney for the Music Charts Archive Show on DJNTV.